Okay, so you guys know how I love my analogies to make situations more relatable. So, this happened a couple of years back. This woman decides that she wants to have an interview with a circus bear. And I have absolutely no idea what the agenda or the motivation was behind that. But she wanted to have this interview. So, she walks in the room with this big, huge grin on her face. And when she enters the room, the ringmaster, who's dressed like a sensei, I have no idea why, he's standing there, he's feeding the bear, and he's got the bear on a leash, and he's basically trying to reassure everyone he has the bear under control and that they are all safe. And you would think with the presence of a bear inside of a room, it would change the atmosphere and it would make things a little awkward and people would kind of be on eggshells because this bear could flip out any minute. But for some reason, none of them took this into perspective. The cameras are flickering. The lights are flashing. The crowd is around. Now let's talk about some things. The bear was taken out of his natural habitat to be brought in an environment where he was trained to be a circus bear. And he had to readapt in that situation. And now he's on television, live television, around bright cameras, strangers, and things that he's never experienced before. So he's taken out of his natural habitat again. So this guy right here is spitting out some shit like he basically has had a lifelong relationship and friendship with this bear. What he eats, when he goes to sleep, what he's capable of, what he likes to do, his favorite toys. And the woman's just sitting there smiling. And you can see the anticipation in her face that she's going to feed the bear. She's going to pet him. This is just going to be a wonderful experience and a wonderful interview. Now, little Winnie the Pooh here was not prepared for this meet and greet. He wasn't introduced to the cast, and he did not have an opportunity to study or rehearse his lines. So I'm guessing at this point what producers did was they handed Winnie the Pooh his script, and he's looking at it, and he's like, oh, okay, great, yeah, okay, signature at the bottom, please initial. Wait a minute! I'm a fucking bear! I don't have to read this shit. And I don't have to pretend to be anything I'm not. Why? 'Cause I'm a fucking bear. So little Winnie put down his script, turns to the left, and this woman gives Winnie the Pooh one last grin. And I guess when he saw her teeth, it must have triggered him. Little Pooh Bear jumped on her ass. I mean, he starts tearing her a new one. She went from having excitement and anticipation to fear. Oh my God, am I going to die today? And Ringmaster Sensei, the one that put a leash around Winnie the Pooh's neck, is pulling and tugging, trying to get this big bear off of this little woman. Everyone who is in the room at this point is vulnerable and in danger. And one of the main questions here is, where did we go wrong? What happened? What happened is we gave little Winnie here the benefit of the doubt, along with some assumption. Ringmaster Sensei thought that because he was feeding little Winnie the Pooh, and because he had given him a name, given him a bath, given him a steak, and nurtured him and cared for him, that he had a relationship with this bear and they had an understanding. But what everyone forgot was, this is still a fucking bear. This situation that happened with the bear happens to a lot of women every day. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And men are telling us and showing us every single day. When we get ourselves into these situationships with these men, oftentimes it ends the same way that it begins. Let me explain. In the beginning, there's always the infatuation phase, and that's the part where you're telling each other shit that you know that the other one wants to hear, you're on the phone constantly, you're making each other laugh, and then a week and some sex later, you notice that he starts calling you around 12 a.m., 11 p.m., 1 a.m., and then you're like, what the fuck? You're making me the last priority of your day. But you deal with it anyway because you think the more that he gets to know you, he'll change. Mr. Netflix and chill. This is the one who never wants to go out, never wants to go to the movies, never wants to go to dinner. He always wants to come over to your place. You've never been to his place, and all he wants to do is stay in and chill and for you to be a cheap date. And he's cool with that because he doesn't have to come out of pocket, he doesn't have to pay for anything, and he's also having a sexual relationship with you at the same damn time. And instead of some women seeing this as a red flag, they see it as an opportunity to show him how she can play house and how well of a housewife she'd be. So she cooks for him, has the house nice and clean and fresh, everything all together, set up perfectly, trying to win his affection and trying to get him to change. Mr. Doggy Style, the most honest of all, who doesn't give a fuck about your feelings, comes with the nudes, the sexual innuendos. He's all about letting you know, I don't want to be committed and I don't want to be tied the fuck down. I broke my leash a long damn time ago. Me and Ringmaster Sensei do not have a relationship. I will not be held down. More than likely having sex with multiple women, more than likely has a girlfriend that he lives with and is still doing him. Yet and still, women will think, I can change him. I'm pretty. I have my own place. I have my own money. I have my own vehicle. I'm an independent woman. I'm a good catch. And if he spends enough time around me, if he gets to know me and who I am and what I have to offer and bring to the table, I can change him. Mr. Scrub. Mr. Scrub is the man who wants to be in the relationship. He's the one who wants to move in with you. He wants to be together. He wants this to work. Not only does he want it to work, he needs it to work because he's sick of living with his mother. He's a liability instead of an asset. And you know that because he can never pay for anything. He can never help you with anything. He has no leadership skills. He is anti-alpha male. But you think if you let him into your world and show him how to go out here and get it, that you can change him. And some women are willing to accept that because they're like, hey, I got him here. He's not cheating. He's not treating me like shit. He just happens to be going through a hardship, but he still has potential. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Dusty. Mr. Dusty is the one who loves his mama. He goes to church. He likes to cook Sunday dinner. But you're always cleaning up after his ass. He's a slob. He don't want to get a haircut. He don't want to get a shave. He don't want to take a bath. He don't even want to go to work. He going, but he don't want to take his ass there. Everything that he does, you have to literally put two of your hands on his back and push him. Nothing motivates this man. But yet you think if you teach him how to do it, when to do it, and how often to do it, you can change him. Baby, I'm here to tell you, you can't. You can't. Some of us just love the idea of being in love. We love the fact that we have somebody beside us to hold us at night, to rub us where we need to be rubbed, kiss us where we need to be kissed, maybe help out with a little bill here and there, fix my car, wash my car, and possibly put a ring on my finger so that I can have a wedding before I have gray hairs and my biological clock stops ticking. But here's how shit goes wrong. Do you remember the beginning of this topic? Remember little Winnie the Pooh? Our relationships start off like that. We know that this person has the potential to be dangerous. and to fuck us up and fuck us over. We know what they're capable of. And they've even shown us what they're capable of. They've shown us who they are. But we seem to think that if we do the things that we would like someone to do to us, everything will be all right. And they will change. So, in the beginning, you take all of this person's bad habits. You take his drinking. You take his smoking. You take his calling you at 12 o'clock a.m., making you the last priority of his day. We accept all that shit. The good, the bad, and the ugly, and the truth. And we say to ourselves in the beginning, he has potential. I can change him. But months down the line, and years down the line, eventually at some point, those habits are going to get old. And the things that you were willing to cope with once are going to now start to get on your fucking nerves. And God forbid you have a child together at this point. God forbid that you've gotten a house together at this point. God forbid that you have accumulated bills together that you have to both get yourself out of while you're going head to head and toe to toe. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Because they're telling us the truth. I don't want to be committed right now. I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to be friends with benefits. I don't have a job right now. I don't have good credit. I don't have any money. I don't have a vehicle. I don't have my own place. I have 2 different babies' mamas. I am a starving artist. I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the gym. And I'm not going to change my eating habits. And I am not going to be a neat freak running around here picking up after myself. When someone waves that red flag in front of your face when you first meet, do not pursue that person. Do not give them any of your time. Don't try it and see how it works out, because it's not going to work out. The best thing for you to do is keep waiting, sis. Keep waiting. Find someone that you're on the same frequency with. Find someone who is on your level and can meet you halfway and give you that 50-50 that you deserve. If you think with your heart, you're going to run around here giving everybody the benefit of the doubt who does not deserve it. Cut that out. Use your mind and keep in mind what you want, what you need, and what you deserve. As always, if you like what I'm kicking out and you want to level up baddie style on a daily basis, please, please, please like, share, and above all, subscribe, join the team, and be a part of the Nah Fam today. Also, I do offer extended services such as one-on-ones, personal guidance, and consultation. And for any questions and concerns, you can always email me. To all of my new subscribers, thank you. To my old ones, thank you, and I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.